Hi guys, it's Jeannie here. Welcome to my channel. So I wanted to share with you guys my capsule wardrobe and give you some tips, advices on how you can build your own. So a capsule wardrobe is pretty much a collection of items, clothing items that are essentials, everyday go-to holy grails that's lasted, you know, through the test of times, doesn't go in and out of fashion, and you can also mix and match them to create different outfits with. It started, I believe, in the 70s, and I'm not a stylist or anything like that. I wouldn't say I'm a fashionista. I say I just love, you know, creating stuff. I love dressing up, but most of that information I googled. So anyway, so I have been, I don't know why, like I've just been really into capsule wardrobes. I love looking at them, but I've noticed for me I can't really associate with a lot of them because a lot of the capsule wardrobes I see on YouTube and on my Instagram are all really small, really skinny, pretty models, or you know, have really nice bodies, which if you don't have that, not to say that you're not, because I believe, you know, everyone is their own way, in their own way, but it's really hard to kind of relate to them when you're like double the size. And you know, I think as part of like a requirement in a capsule wardrobe is that, you know, you got to stick to the basics, but having basic items like a basic t-shirt, basic jeans, you know, basic bodycon, like, you know, little black dress doesn't suit me for my body type. So I can't exactly get away with that. Like the ideal basic is literally just like a really basic style that you can go with anything, but because I am, you know, an average size 16, I have big top part of the body and like normal average legs. I've never really had problems with my legs, but I've always been self-conscious with like my stomach, my gut. I'm like a, you know, an over weird shape, pear shape. I actually don't think it's a pear. I think it's more of like an avocado shaped body. I've always been self-conscious on my arms and everything like that, so it's more like just the top bit that I've always find it hard trying to find clothes. So for me, having a basic wardrobe is not necessarily, you know, a basic style. So yeah, there's a lot of videos with really nice beautiful skinny people, but I thought I would create one to represent, you know, the curvier girls, the bigger girls, and kind of give you an idea. So I'm just gonna jump into it and show you my tips and my wardrobe. Tip number one thing before we even jump into clothing, my first and number one tip when it comes to having not even a capsule wardrobe, just a wardrobe in general, or how you wear clothes, is have confidence. I know it's taken me 33 years to get this point to, you know, be like, oh, I feel like shit. A lot of times I'll try a lot of clothes and I feel like crap because nothing makes me look pretty enough, that by the end of that I have a whole lot of clothes dumped on the pile, and then I'll just sit there crying because I look like an ugly potato sack. But you know what, I've come to terms that this is me, like this is how I am. And yeah, I don't have the, you know, the smallest arms. My arms wobble but worse than a tuck shop lady. My stomach is huge, like I can't really, you know, I look like I'm constantly, you know, pregnant or going into labor. But at the end of the day, you know, just own it. I've gotten to the point where I'm like, fuck it, like this is me. I'm happy. Well, I try to be happy with my life. I love food, and if you have that happy, confident vibe, it kind of makes you, you know, not really care as much. So for me growing up, I gravitated towards black everything, because black hides everything, which I've learned it doesn't really hide anything. What does kind of hide flaws is a smile. And as corny and silly as it sounds, but it's true. If you feel confident, then you would feel more confident rocking it in things. And when you're confident, people just, you know, when you smile, it just attracts other people to smile, and just everyone is in a happier place. So that is my number one tip, is to try and be confident and be happy for who you are. Moving along, I want to start with the one side and just, you know, kind of break it up into categories and go down. So let's go. So let's talk shorts. For me, to be honest, it's taken me like a very long time to get to this point where I've accepted it and I'm okay to wear it. But for me, I've never felt comfortable because of the shape of my body. Like I said, I'm kind of like an avocado, not even a shepherd's avocado, like a hash avocado where it's like but upside down kind of version, and I've always had a bigger gut and like my leg portioning is okay. So I'm also really short. I'm like 155 centimeters, which I don't know what that is in foot, like maybe 5 foot something, but it just makes me look weird that I've never been comfortable. But then recently I've just been like, you know what, just sometimes, especially in summer when it's hot, just let your legs breathe, girl. So I'm like, whatever, like it is what it is. So I started wearing shorts again. So there's 2 shorts that I have for my everyday, and I think as a basic rule, denim shorts are always good. They're always comfortable, and for me, having shorts, it's also about the length as well. Like I said, I'm 33 years old. I don't exactly want to go around walking with my cheeks hanging out, and I got to think about where I'm wearing it in appropriate places. So the 2 shorts that I pretty much lived in all summer are these 2 shorts. So I've got the standard denim short. The denim short for me is this one. This is an old Wrangler one I picked up like years ago. Like, talk about essentials. I think I got this like about 10 years ago. But they're just really nice, simple cut, and they're not like, they still kind of sit perfectly. It's not like, you know, ass cheeks sticking out. The one thing though with these shorts there are a bit of like, what do you call these, like tan kind of like flare, those flare pieces, which I really like. It kind of looks a bit distressed, but it's not. Like, I have shorts that also have like distressed like bits kind of taken out, which are good, but I also consider that as kind of like a trend. Like, after a while the novelty kind of wears off and you just look like, you know, a dag. So that really need a new pair of shorts. But these are good because they're still like quite covered up, appropriate. It's a really good length. It comes with pockets, which are really handy. It's not like a low hipster cut as well. It just sits perfectly around my belly button, where it just holds everything in. I don't have to worry about my ass or my butt cheek, my crack sticking out or anything like that. And there is a little bit of distress and a little bit of like that flary stuff, just to kind of make it look more casual. And recently as well, I purchased these, well, not recently, like this summer, I purchased these linen shorts. These are from Seed, I believe, and I've always wanted just like a really nice linen casual that aren't exactly denim, because I find denim shorts are my real options. But a lot of times when I buy shorts, I don't wear it because it turns out it kind of looks a bit like PJ shorts, and like I said, my body shape just does not look flattering on me. But you know, I just kind of persevered and tried to find the right pair. So I found these ones, which the material is quite nice and thick. Again, it's a nice good length, and the material is, the quality of it is quite good. And even though, you know, it's a nice kind of loose baggy short, it doesn't necessarily fit all sizing. When I buy shorts like this, majority of the time, even though, you know, oh great, it looks like a nice pair of baggy shorts, once I wear it, it looks like this. And that's my problem, people, is that if this leg bit is not wide enough, it just makes it look like bike shorts at the end of the day. So this has been a really nice one, and I like the colour on it. The colour is like this nice khaki colour that is quite easy to go with for a nice natural kind of like beachy kind of vibe, especially in summer in Australia. I think that's really nice, and it comes with pockets. Anything with pockets is a real handy. Now the next one I want to move on are pants, and as you notice, that's pretty much all the bottom bit that are in my capsule. I don't have any skirts because, like the shorts thing, I am yet to find a dress that I can comfortably wear. I have a bigger cut that tends to stick out, so I'm not comfortable with it. I wear a lot of baggy clothes to cover it, but because of my height, I feel like the portioning of my top half and my bottom bit just doesn't look right, which is why I don't have any skirts in my collection. But moving on to pants, so I've got 2 styles that I literally live, apart from like the summer days where I just, you know, don't wear anything if I can avoid it, but I live in leggings and jeans. So the first one I want to talk about are jeans. Jeans are, they're like a staple in everyone's wardrobe. For me, my personal journey is, like I said, the whole gut thing has really discouraged me to wear flattering jeans, and sometimes it's not really flattering at all when like your legs are nice and, you know, nice and tight skinny jeans, but then you've got like double guts hanging out on the side. Like, it's not flattering in my opinion on me. So that's why I've kind of always been a bit like trying to look for a nice pair, but I have finally found the nice pair. That being said, I went, so with that kind of mentality of feeling really self-conscious, I think I went about 8 years of not wearing, you know, jeans at all. I just ended up, I think this was a stage before jeggings came along. I just cut off jeans. I'm like, you know, the material of the original kind of thick jeans are like, they're not exactly stretchy, they're kind of like, you know, really firm, and that, like, you know, for a curvy body doesn't exactly, like, you know, support it and doesn't look flattering as well as other body types. So I kind of just stopped wearing jeans for a good 7-8 years. But then I came across these, well, not these ones, but I came across the Topshop Joni jeggings, which were like, they were a game changer for me. They were like pretty much like leggings but denim, like jeggings, but not that like denim like fabric material. Like they're actually more on the denim kind of fabric, that it was, didn't look like cheap and nasty, if you know what I mean. So they were kind of the game changer, and then eventually I got comfortable, but they weren't exactly like jeans or denim. But then once I got comfortable and I felt that, you know, one, I think also because I accepted my sizing and I didn't want to admit for a long time that I was a lot bigger than I should be. But once I accepted that and, you know, I felt more comfortable, I moved on to these ones, which are the Jamie. So I cannot rave on enough about Topshop jeans. They are my favorite go-to. All my jeans are pretty much from Topshop, and majority of them are either mum jeans or the Jamie. But I like the Jamie because, you know, for skinny jeans they just fit perfectly. The top bit, the waist, doesn't like feel tight that it kind of uncirculates your blood, but it feels really comfortable. And for me, when I look at jeans, so I like the whole distressed look. I think it's, you know, it is kind of a fashion thing that's been going around this decade, but it's not too much that it's like all over the place. It's just on the knees, which is fine. But over time, as my jeans start to get wears, it gets bigger and bigger, then, you know, I'll tend to kind of buy new ones. Ideally, they'll be great if they didn't have that and they're just normal jeans to last a very long time. But these denim ones I find are very good quality. They don't tear. My problem is, which especially when it comes to leggings, which I'll talk about, is that my, like the bottom, the inside here, every time I walk and chafe, it always kind of separates. That's like big girl problems, and it's really bad. But I have not had the Johnny ones, yes, or Joni, yes, I've had them separate, but the Jamie jeans, none at all. None of them have separated, which has been really good. So I really do like the Topshop brand. The good thing about the Topshop, this is not a sponsored video, although if anyone from Topshop wants to sponsor me, feel free to. But what I like about them is that it's not just the sizing that's good, but they also have different lengths. For short girls like me, that is a lifesaver because I'm sick of having to roll all my pants up. They go from a 28 to a 33 inch. For me, I usually buy the 30, because the 30 is fine, but if I can get a 28, because a lot of times I kind of like it kind of short, that is perfect. So I really like these jeans, and they're just comfortable. They're not, the positioning on the waist is not like low, it's like a quite a nice, it's not like a completely high, but I do kind of like pull it all the way up. But it just sits really comfortably and really nicely. So leggings are number one up there in my essential wardrobes. I live and breathe, well, literally at one point, in leggings. So I've always bought like Supre leggings or cotton on leggings, which are really nice and cheap and affordable, especially when they're like 10 bucks on sale, even 5 bucks. But the quality of it is not as great, and it's quite thin. The more you wear it, the more thinner it gets. And like I mentioned with the jeans, when your legs start to walk and you start to chafe, they kind of open up a bit. So I've found myself buying leggings like pretty much constantly. But I do now appreciate paying a little bit more for a better quality. And I have no idea where I've been or why I didn't think about this earlier, but since pregnant, I invested in maternity. And like I said, with someone that is conscious about their belly, maternity oh my god, I don't know where I've been. These pair in particular are from Suzanne's. Suzanne's, I think I paid about $80 for it, which for me, in my mind, it is expensive, but considering like the quality of it, it is so much thicker as well. You know, you don't get that sheer kind of feeling when you wear that you can kind of see your undies. It's so thick and it hasn't chafed or anything like that. When I was pregnant, it was like held up perfectly. it's just so comfortable. So I do recommend spending a little bit more for better quality, especially like a nice thicker legging. So moving on to the top part, these are my I guess options for essentials. So I pretty much, like I said, I have heaps of clothes which I often kind of change up and wear, because for me I like patterns, I like, you know, shiny things, just things that just call out my name kind of thing. I just put it on. So I thought really hard and long what my essentials, and these are the ones I picked out, ones that I've one had for a very long time, two I've worn heaps within the past year. So the first one is the good old cami, these camisoles, which I think are really pretty. It's something really nice and light you can throw on, especially in summer. This one in particular is from Kmart actually. I like it because of the neckline. It's really nice and simple, but it's got these like lace kind of detailing on the ends. I actually have this in two different colours. I've got like a pink one as well, like a blush colour. But I think these are really great, and especially when the straps have like an adjustable on it as well, because a lot of times I don't like to bend over and have my boobs like come out to the world. So these are really good because I generally have it a little bit higher. But that's, you know, personal preferences. But this is really good because you can wear it during the day casually with, like, you know, just jeans or shorts or a dress or whatever. And you can also dress it up at night with a nice jacket or a cover up or something. Other items are t-shirts. Now, t-shirts have been a big battle for me as well, like depending on the different cut of t-shirts. You know, I love to be able to wear just a basic white t-shirt, but let's be honest, if you notice in my wardrobe I don't have a lot of white items. I am a messy person. I cannot leave the house without getting it stained. That's why I don't have a lot of whites. But actually I do have some just to show you like differences. But if I was to wear everyday t-shirts, like I said, I don't feel comfortable wearing tight t-shirts, especially this t-shirt which I'm wearing right here, which is this one, which is pretty much one of the only one out of two of like all the white items that I wear. But this t-shirt is like a nice basic t-shirt, which for someone that has a really nice body will look really, really nice on, and you can get away with it with jeans. I think it looks really nice. But with me, I don't feel comfortable wearing this because it's tight. I generally wear these kind of t-shirts underneath clothes like this. This is the light grey version. I think it also looks nice to wear just to create something else that's very different. I like the material on these t-shirts because this is a very thin one. This is from Zara, I believe, but it's a really nice soft kind of material that just kind of falls off your body, which if you are layering clothes, I find that it really helps, like, you know, your body breathe. You don't feel like you're piling on more weight, I guess. So that one is my go-to for underwearing clothes for layering. For everyday t-shirts, I've got a couple. So the one that I gravitate more are just basic t-shirts, oversized t-shirts like this. This one is from ASOS. I actually believe this is a maternity one. But I've been loving this because it is oversized, which I don't know, like, it's kind of a risk wearing oversized if you are overweight, but at the same time, only because, you know, if you're baggy, just make you look a little bit bigger. But at the same time, you do feel comfortable. I feel comfortable wearing oversized. I don't like things that are too clingy, that when I sit down my rolls hang out, which is why I gravitate to these. I don't have to worry about covering my arms or putting extra layers of clothing on to cover myself. I just feel comfortable wearing this with jeans out, with shorts, just out of the house. So that's my kind of everyday go-to. I like the whole stripe as well. It just breaks up the standard black. I do have black t-shirts which are also part of it, but just to create, like I said, I like patterns and styles, and I think having like a stripy t-shirt just like gives a little bit more character to your clothing. So that has been my go-to. Another one is this one from Curvy. I actually started wearing recently. Only reason why is I'm still yet comfortable to wear it as it is because of the material. It's a really nice, breathable, soft kind of, I don't know what material this is, but it kind of just falls off your body, and any material that falls off my body, I don't feel comfortable wearing it as it is. So I generally wear this under clothing, like something like this pinafore dress I'm wearing now. I would wear this underneath, but if I was to wear jeans, and like wear like a cardi or a cover up, then I don't mind, because at least I have something to kind of hold it together. So that has been a good one. And I also, like I said, like the stripiness. I think stripy tops kind of just help bring extra character to clothes. I also wanted to show you this t-shirt, which, you know, I bought recently. If you watch my blogs, then you'll know why, and the drum, like, you know, my thoughts in this. A normal oversized t-shirt, which in general just makes me look like a rice sack, but by having like a nice, like a pattern on it, so this is a Camilla and Mark one, but having that, it kind of puts that focus on it, that by the time that person has walked past, all they can think about is like the logo, if you know what I mean. So that's why, that's the only time I would really wear a white t-shirt. And the last top item that is my essential, especially of late, is this top. So this one isn't a t-shirt. This is like a nice dressy kind of top. And what I like about this is that it's a really nice peplum cut as well, which is really great for someone like me with a little bit more stomach. It is see-through, so it's a little bit more risky depending on what you want to wear underneath. You can wear a singlet, a black singlet underneath, or like me, because the holes aren't that big, I just wear a black bra. But I think it's really nice. It goes well with jeans or shorts, which I've been wearing during summer. The sleeves on it as well, so these t-shirts, it's a nice length that it doesn't, I don't know, like, do you guys like stand in front of the mirror like this and like get really self-conscious when your arm is as wide as your face? I don't know, that's just me. So I really like it because I don't have to go and grab a jumper to cover my arms, because I feel like this, I'm comfortable leaving the house with this on. It's also, you know, you can wear it to work as well, just to look more corporate and finished. But yeah, it's really nice. So the next two items are blouses, and these are my top two blouses. The first one is a stripy one. This one is from H&M. It kind of looks like PJ ones, but I like it because you can kind of, even though it's like PJ, it actually for me looks more like dressed. Especially, I think it goes really nice with a pair of jeans. Or you can wear it, you know, under jumpers, for example. Like if you get a really nice thin jumper, you can layer it and wear that just to give it a little bit more color on it. And the other one is like a denim kind of like blue one. I think this goes really nice with like a pair of like black pants or black jeans. If you notice, I don't have black jeans, which a lot of people do include like black denim as part of their essentials. For me, I feel like from afar you can't tell if they're leggings or jeans, and I feel more comfortable in leggings, so I don't necessarily, actually I don't have a pair of black jeans. Not only can you wear it as a top, but you can also undo the buttons and wear it as a throw on as well. Kind of like looks like denim but not. I like these because they're thin enough that you can, especially in summer, roll up, which looks really nice. And what I like about blouses is more the collar. The collar, I think, especially if you're going to wear it under a jumper, it just gives it a really nice look, and it's great for work as well. So moving on to the next lot of items, which are jackets, which are pretty much my favorite category because I like outerwear clothes that you can just layer up. I'm going to start off with the classic cardigan. My choice is this Ralph Lauren one with the signature horse logo. I think that just makes it really nice and I don't know, complete. I like the material on this as well. It's not like a fitted one. I don't really wear fitted. I wear loosely fitted. But this isn't too loose that it looks baggy. It does kind of still, like, you know, it's not tight, which is good as well. My go-to is also a knitted jumper. This isn't exactly like a wool knit. It's kind of like that rough kind of like, I don't know, weird. I don't know. I'm really bad at explaining things, and I am not like a fashion stylist, textile person that I know what I'm talking about, but I just like the feel of these. This one is my go-to like throw over top. Again, even though, you know, it looks really basic, it looks like something you can just throw over. I cannot just throw over things, you know, not everything. I don't like crop clothes, for example. I tend to stay away because they don't cover up my main problem, which is my stomach. So I tend to buy things oversized, but even some oversized items, it's tighter on the stomach than it is everywhere else. So I'm the type that really have to try them on or really know what I'm looking at before I buy. This is one that I picked up literally from Kmart as well. So you don't have to spend a fortune for items. But this one I like because it's also a semi turtleneck. So turtlenecks, I get really worried about, like if it's too tight, I feel like I want to choke, and I get really hot, and I don't like, you know, having things around my neck because I get really sweaty and stuff. So this is a nice one because it's like a loose neck, so it kind of gives it like a little bit of character. I love the softness of this, and it's just so nice and comfy. I generally wear this with like leggings and also dress it up with like a different colored jacket or something like that, but this one has been my favorite. Also have like a cream version without that. It's just like a normal neck, which I wear constantly as well. I also like open jackets because for me, I like to use it as a cover up to hide my big fat arms. The two that I've got here are these two. So the first one is this one from H&M. It's like a nice fluffy one because I love fluff, I love fur. This is great because it fits perfectly and it doesn't make me look bigger as well. Sometimes too much fur on a big person just makes you look a bit bigger. The next one is this one, which is actually a new item, and I have been forever trying to find one like this because really thick knits, like I said, depending on the weight of this, it just makes you look bigger. But this one, I thought I would give it a go because I also like completed clothing, because you know how like some jumpers and stuff, the front is nicely patterned but the back is like plain with nothing on it. I like things that are kind of like all the way around that looks completed. This one I bought on Wish, I believe, online. I do like those shaggy kind of knits, but I bought a couple and I'm still not 100% comfortable in it, and sometimes I feel like a big bird. But this one is a really nice one, and I like it because it's soft and fluffy, great for winter, also great at softening, like that, you know, some days where you don't want to go too casual, don't want to go too formal, just want to kind of like keep it casual kind of thing. These are really handy too. And my next one is my all-time favorite jacket, and it's this one, which I have been looking for a very long time. So if you know me, you know I live in this in winter, but I've had this for a few years now because it is still one of my favorite items. I love it because of the cut. It's a nice beigey material, like color. It's not too pale, it's darkish, that, you know, it's really nice and goes with everything. It also recreates, in my opinion, a whole new sophisticated look altogether, which I really like. I like it because it has functioning pockets. It also has this like soft cool lining inside. The style of it is really nice. It doesn't make me look, because you know coats like this are heavy, it doesn't make me feel bigger or anything like that. It fits really nicely. It just looks very completed, and I don't have to worry about looking like a dag. I can put it on and feel comfortable going out of the house. Now the last category, which I purposely left last, are dresses. I also gravitate to dresses, especially online. Anytime I hop onto a boutique or a store online, the first thing I look at is dresses. I don't know why, but I just do. And you know, dresses, when you think of an essential dress, the first thing you think of is a little black dress. Everyone needs a little black dress. For me, I feel like there is no one little black dress. There are heaps of black dresses. This is the one that I feel like, you know, depends on the body type. Like if I was skinny, had a perfect body, then yeah, I can pull off any little black dress and rock it. But I'm not, so I don't feel comfortable. But I need options, if you know what I mean, to target specific areas and also make me feel good in certain situations. So I don't have one. I actually don't have a, do I? I don't actually have one to show you because I feel like it's not part of my capsule wardrobe, as in I don't have one that is my go-to. I have heaps of black dresses and I could, you know, make this video longer and show you them all, but it's not one that I like more than the other kind of thing, so I purposely left that off. But if you can pull it off, then in my opinion, I think a very simple cut, like a t-shirt, like kind of like a v-neck cut like this, is a very good example of like an everyday. I got this from Uniqlo because I really like the velvet, which is great in winter but not exactly great in summer. And with capsule wardrobes, you want to kind of have things that are like, you know, optional for winter and summer. But in terms of styling though, I would like to have something like this in black. I think it goes nice, you know, with a nice fur coat that you can wear for winter, or in summer you can wear it with like, you know, this kind of t-shirt underneath and just like, you know, casual it up with sneakers or something like that. I think will go really nice. So a dress tip from me is do have your summer dresses and do have your winter dresses. Some dresses just, you know, it's really hard to kind of cater winter or summer, and also, you know, work attire and weekend attire. One of my, I guess, closest to everyday dresses will be this one that I got from H&M. It's a nice, again, stripe. For some reason, stripe is a bit controversial, especially if you're a bigger person, because whether they make you look bigger or not, but I like it. I think it's almost like a standard basic pattern, but this is the one that I like. So if you notice, most of my dresses, they're not body fitted, they're like nice and flowy. But this one I like because, again, the quality of it, it's very thick, it's very nice quality. It comes with pockets. I mean, what girl doesn't like pockets, you know? And it's quite flowy, so I usually match this up. In summer I would wear it with, like, I'll chuck this on top as like a cover up jacket to cover up my arms. Also, I've worn this with that as well, to just to dress it up a bit more, to wear it if I was going to a more of a formal event. I think it looks really nice. And also, you know, the good old standard cardi always goes well, especially if you want to wear it to work. And on weekends, you know, casual it up with a nice knitted as well. I think it goes really nice. You can also wear like stockings and leggings underneath if you want to, you know, if it's during winter or something. Now, like I said, when it comes to seasonal dresses, these have been my go-to tips. The first one as well, based on style. So this one, I can't remember where I bought it from because the tag is gone. What do you call these? Like the ruche, kind of like stretchy kind of material. I like this because this is my go-to summer, because a lot of times in summer I just want to throw clothes on, especially on really hot days that are breathable. And also if I was to go swimming, these come in handy as well, because they're like fitted on the top, you can just easily pop over. You don't have to struggle getting it on because it's elastic, it goes really big, and it's got enough arm coverage as well to cover up your arms. So I really like this one. I think it's really nice and keeps it nice and casual. Another summer one is the good old wrap dress. This one I bought from one of those like boutique stores. I can't remember which one. But I have been wanting a wrap skirt for so long, but I wasn't sure whether it will accentuate my big stomach. But surprisingly, this fit really well. So I like this one because it has like really nice frills. It's got a really nice summer pattern. It's bold because it's red, but it's got enough sleeve coverage as well that I feel comfortable with. And again, in summer you can also pair it up with a jacket, like especially like the knit jacket will go really nice with it as well. And you can wear it to kind of any kind of summery event, or just, you know, wear it to the shops. I don't know. For winter, I generally gravitate towards vintage kind of dresses. I don't know why. I just feel comfortable looking like a librarian a lot of the times. So this has been my go-to, the whole maxi dresses. This is one I got from the thrift shop, and I just kind of cut the arms off. But I like these kind of like long, soft materials, even in winter, because it's slightly more breathable, and it covers a lot. So this goes really nice with a nice belt and a cardigan as well. I really like these in winter, and because of the pattern, I feel like it gives it a little bit more character and just dresses it up. And I've had this for a few years and it's always been my go-to. Like, it's not to everyone's taste, but I really like it. That's just, you know, the quirkiness of me. And the last one is another wrap dress, but for winter I like to wear slightly longer ones. So this one is like a longer kind of one, which I actually wore when I was pregnant. I like it because the sleeves are quite nice and roomy as well. There's a lot of coverage on it as well, and floral is another print that I also like to gravitate towards. This is a nice dark floral. I think especially in winter I wouldn't necessarily wear like, you know, a fluorescent yellow color. I think, you know, this kind of darker one, I think this is like a black or a dark blue. I think that goes really nice with winter as well. So those are my essentials in my capsule wardrobe. I know a lot of items people would say that, you know, like different patterns, different styles may go in and out, but I think it also depends on you. And how you wear it and how comfortable you feel. Back again to my number one tip is it's all about your confidence and how confident you are. If you love it, doesn't matter if it's in or out of fashion, because when you wear it and you rock it, you will feel amazing. So I will probably do a separate video as well. So keep a watch. Make sure you subscribe to me if you want to watch the next one on how I style it with accessories based on like day or night, winter and summer, etc. So keep an eye out for that one. But I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to watch more. Thanks for watching. Bye.